play that kind of thing in real life. I beg you, in the name of God, please don't.
Well, I did it in real life. Like the house had gotten boring now. I wanted to shake up the house now. So yeah.
All right. Now you went into the house, eh? So let's just go over some of the things. You went into the house. Angel encouraged you. I'm sorry, I said Angel. Mercy encouraged you.
Yeah.
You think that happened, but you people sorted it out, and I'm hoping that when she comes out of the house, you guys sort it out better. Continue with your love and friendship. I'm hoping that you, Adekunle, and Benita sort this out.
We're cool. No, Adekunle and Benita and I are cool. Even Mercy, like I said, we had a conversation.
Okay.
Mercy, Benita, and I, and she apologized to me for lying about how the pardon meeting went, and I apologized to her for telling parents to nominate her. So it was a misunderstanding, or I think it was a misunderstanding, and everything got lost in translation. So,
but on the to sort it out with CCS.
Even Sissy and I are cool. Like Sissy wasn't even offended. But after the live show on Sunday, I went to her and I was like, she was like, that she's not even offended because it's me, right? Because like I would like to think that like Sissy knew that I liked her. Like I wouldn't do anything malicious towards her. And I know that Sissy and I had our rough moments where I would yell at her, get in arguments and stuff like that. But we always circle back like to just be guys again and have like conversations. So she wasn't even offended by what had happened. But I still apologize to her anyways, because that's not what I wanted to happen.
So all of that part sorted. Now you went to the house and you made us understand that there was somebody serious. Then when you were leaving the house, once you said I'm going to meet my boo, the boo in my own head, in my own mind, was Soma. What? How did Soma happen? Even if there was somebody there was a serious outside, how did Soma happen? How did Soma happen? I don't preempt you. How did Soma happen?
I feel like when you consistently like spend a prolonged amount of time in that house without external factors, obviously like feelings are heightened. Like whatever thing you're feeling is heightened. If you're sad, you feel sad. If you're angry, you're very angry. If you love someone, you love someone. Like if people watch the show, if people watch me and Shine Your Eye, you'd see that I did not even like send. Do you get? But like it started out as a friendship, and then it just progressed from there. And well, where we are at right now. So yeah.
Okay, nice. In Shine Your Eyes, me. You remember me? I remember you and Cross, but this was not how it was. That was like a friend that was friending bestie. But I seem to like this one, and you've answered, like you've had other interviews and you've answered some questions there. Now I want to come to the answer about, or the question and answer about ghosting. Hope we're not going to receive any ghosting from you this time.
You mean like the public?
No, not the public. I'm talking about Soma. I just asked a question about Soma. It's a follow-up question.
No, I'm not going to ghost him as long as he like behaves himself.
Hey, Angel.
Don't give us any
I don't intend on ghosting him, and I don't ghost people just for the heck of it. Like once I have several conversations with you and I don't see changed behavior, of course I'm going to ghost you. I think that having me in your life should be a blessing, because I bring things to the table. It's not like as if I just come and I'm wasting your time. So when you make me feel like you don't value me as a friend or as a romantic partner or like as your cousin, or you don't value me like in whatever like aspect in which we connect, like whatever relationship we have, then, and I continuously tell you, like I'm not feeling this thing that you're doing, I communicate with you and I tell you I feel a certain way about something, and then you're still
network.
Hey, wait, network. Angel, wait, so the thing is not. Why is this thing doing this? Rumor has it that in the past week you met my in-laws. Okay, some of us in-laws. Is that English correct? You met Soma's family. I mean, and then let me just add one caveat. You may not answer every question. You can say, Imo, please, I'm not answering that one. So that you met Soma's family members, does this feel like a cement or some of us are hopeless shippers, so forgive some of the questions. You can say I'm not answering that.
Well, yeah, we did. Like, I met his mom. That's pretty normal. But it doesn't cement anything. It was just I would love to, like, meet her. And I met her, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Then there was this fight that happened that you almost cut Neo's throat. It was something about doing Neo and yada yada. I almost cut Neo's throat. And I mean, from Shine Your Eye, I saw that you never really had issues with female housemates, and you never put them up for eviction, so to say. And it sort of played out here. There was an issue with Doyin. Then you just carried yourself, face Neo, and you're like, Neo, I'm going to remove your throat. Like, you didn't say that later. But it was like, face Neo. What was that? Why was that? What was that about?
I pride myself in being a very honest person, and people don't like honest people, and that's fine. Like, how I say it is how it's doing me, right? So, Neo, we had a friendship outside of the house. And coming into the house, I told myself that, you know what, until the game gets tight, right, I'm never going to nominate any of my friends. And I stood by that. Like, until the game got tight, I did not nominate any of my friends until it was like, now there's a scale of preference, and I had to put my friends, up. So, Doyin and I had a conversation where it's like, oh, you know what, I'll never nominate you. And I meant that. I actually really, really liked Doyin. I feel like I was even one of the only housemates that liked Doyin. And I still like Doyin, right? But then, the people that me and Doyin planned to put up, one of them got immunity. And that is Adekunle. So now I'm looking at the house and the dynamic, and I'm thinking about all the possible people that I could put. I couldn't put Neo up because I felt like he was my guy. We had a relationship outside the house. I couldn't put Mercy. And all the people in the house, I don't remember them at the time. They were my friends, and most of them I had a relationship with, outside. And it hurt me to put her up. And when she came out of the diary room, immediately after nomination, and asked me, she said, did you put me up? I said, yes, because I'm not going to lie about it. If anything, I could have lied and said, oh, no, I didn't put you up, right? And because there was a possibility that she could have survived and come back to put me up, right? But I didn't think about that. I thought about the fact that I actually like her, and I owe her, honesty. So I told her, yes, I did put you up. And I felt really bad about it. Now, what pissed me off, and I yelled at Neo for, was him lying that I planned to put her up. That he heard me tell Soma that I wanted to put her up. That is a lie. I never had that conversation with Soma, and I hate when people lie on me. And it seemed like they were doing it a lot at that point in time, considering the information that I had already gotten. So it's like, why would you feel the need to lie? And then, Soma goes, oh, but she never said that, etc., etc. And he's still insisting that I said it. That was not the conversation that was had. The conversation where I spoke about Doyin with Soma was me saying that Doyin's mom's prayers is working, that she was head of house, and then I got her pardon me, and that she has had 2 weeks of grace. That was what I said. That was exactly what I had told Soma. So for Neo to now come around and lie like that, it was really frustrating. And what frustrated me more was, okay, let's now suppose that I actually did say I was going to nominate Doyin to Soma. Why would you tell Doyin that when you're my friend, you're supposed to be my guy? You're my guy outside of this house. Why did you just put me on the spot like that? Are you not supposed to be my friend? Do you think that if you told me that you want to nominate someone, that I would go and tell them, since we have like a relationship, like outside the house? I wouldn't do that to you. So of course I was frustrated that he lied, but I was even more frustrated because you're supposed to be my friend. And we had already established that, oh, you're my guy, boundaries, like I'm not going to nominate you ever, right? And I never did, because I respected him and our friendship. Up to the extent that even after that fight, I went into the diary room and I still did not nominate him because I was like, you know what, this is my person, right? So that was what it is. I was really upset that he lied like that because that's not what I said.
Don't mind him. We'll tell him to face the naughty corner. What's so this day? So see, they sent a question about, and me I removed it because I'm like, I did not experience that part. I didn't watch that part, so I won't ask it. But like 100 people, it's like they went to have a meeting, and like 1,000 of them have come here to say ask about Kim. Can you please explain the Kim question to us?
I don't have like any issues with Kim, so I'm really confused by the Kim questions. She came into the house, we argued, I think we hashed it out, and that was that.
Okay, I think they're asking something about club and being banned or being sent out or yada yada or thrown out, something like that.
Oh, right.
Well,
could you park? Just park somewhere in front because there's.
I think okay. Things about her. What question askers? What if she does not know Kim's narrative? What are you ask? What are we asking? Okay, they're asking about you being bounced from the club and
I saw that. And I mean, she apologized. She said that they dragged me out of the club. Something about Wandeko. I tried to farm to Wandeko. Blah blah blah. I mean, like, I could only laugh at that. I don't recall ever being bounced from the club, but I'm not going to feed into that. I did see her apology, and she apologized, but like I thought it funny to see because when I had traveled to, I don't know if I was in Qatar or if I was in, I think I was in Qatar when I met Wande, and I mean, I did come out to see the video of people posting when Wandeko posted me on his Snap. And we also follow each other on Instagram. We have each other on Snap. So to come out and see that I was bounced out of his section. But like I said, I'm not going to feed any narrative or that, like personally I think she's a sweet girl. I'm not going to feed into that. I mean, she has apologized. And there's evidence that I did not go and farm to Wandeko for any reason. We met on a flight, and when we even met, he was like, "Oh, like I loved you so much in your season," and I do actually love Wandeko, and it was vibes. You know, he was so sweet to me on that flight, you know, and took care of me, and we're friends actually. Like we have each other on Snap, so to come and now see that, like, it is what it is. If you know me very well, you know that I'm never going to put myself in places where I'm not wanted. Like. Yep, my personality gives that off. No. Yep. My personality gives that off. Like if I'm not wanted there, I'm not going to be there. So she has apologized. We're going to leave it at that because also I don't want a situation where it's now a back and forth thing. I'm here for love and light. Like I said, coming out and seeing that people actually gravitated towards me this time was amazing. And I don't want to feed any negative energy. Like I'm just going to keep it and keep it classy.
Thank you very much. So, Kim ask about Kim. Stop asking her nonsense questions. Have you now enjoyed asking the smart question? She has answered you, so she's not going to feed that narrative. Thanks a lot. I don't want to see any Kim question here again. She already answered that. So now the next question is about you getting into the house again and then fighting for the money. So in the other season, you're like, when you go out to play the arena games, you're like, I beg, I'm not doing this thing. If you just do one, you're like, I'm tired, I'm not doing this. This time around, you played every game to the end and you ensured that you did your best. And it's like, as you went on week after week, it seemed like this 120 million that you were not sending, you're not like, it looks like I can win this thing. I didn't want to leave. At what point did you get to that point of saying, I want to win this? I would like to win this.
I won't lie. I wouldn't say that I was doing all those things to win the money, right? And I'm a realist. I like to say that. And I saw the strong personalities in the house, and I'm just like, you know, my chances of winning this, they may not be slim, but like it was 1 in 20, right? That was the ratio, meaning that it's 1 in 20. Like only one person can win this money. I just wanted to give it my best shot and know that at whatever point that I leave, I want to live like a fulfilled person. Like I want to know that I did better this time for the people that supported me in Shine Your Eye, like tasks and stuff like that. This time, I want them to have a reason to be like, you know what, like I picked right the first time. I gave it my all for them. So me giving it my all was for Archangels. It's like, you know what, like let me come and pay you guys back, because I did not participate in tasks. I was not really, all I did was party and be just there, and I still got people that loved me and took me to the final. So this time it's like, let me come back and show you people that, you know what, like I appreciate you guys even standing by me when it was not popular, like when it wasn't a cool thing to be an Archangel. And now it's like, you know what, like I've redeemed myself, I've given them a better version of me, and I think that I did make them proud, this time, because I came back and all the core Archangels were still Archangels.
Yeah.
Like none of them left the fan base. At least the ones that I know, because I know the core Archangels. Like I know their Twitter handles.